Guys, let me fire this up a little bit. Let me get this going. Yeah, why not, right? I'm starting to beast moding up on these live broadcasts. So, courtesy of my good buddy who I just did a podcast tonight of The Walking Dead mid-season finale. Of course, I'm me and him. Oh yeah, feelings towards that mid-season finale. But we're not talking about mid-season finale right now live. We're talking about the clip that the preview had to offer, basically what the Talking Dead had to really offer as well. But it was really a preview clip after, if you saw Into the Badlands, I got to text Mike actually and tell him, all right, Mike, if you're watching this, we got to talk about Into the Badlands tomorrow. So let's just watch the clip again. Mike was recording this, so. I do like this whole scene here. I don't know if this is Dwight or not. This doesn't really remind me of Dwight at all. Woo! To who? To Negan, son. To Negan. I do like that whole scene, and it does show you some previews, but I don't think. Oh no, that's the game. It's a tall tale game. So thank you, Mike. Walking Dead, Mike. That's why he's a partner in crime, man. So yeah, that was basically the scene consists of the Saviors stopping Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham. I don't think that's Dwight, but it might be Dwight. I don't think they would go with the whole makeup of Dwight's face being burnt if you read the comics. So that might be Dwight. It's probably Dwight, but it doesn't really remind me of Dwight in the comics. So a little bit. I mean, that one guy reminded me of Dwight than this guy, but we'll see. But basically, it's the Saviors. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, in the comics, I think Rick and the gang, they get introduced to the first Saviors, but I don't think Dwight was with that group. And I think the next group Dwight was in it. I can't really remember. I have to go back and read it. But yeah, so anyway, in this group from The Walking Dead, it's the Saviors, and they meet up. Hey, they got Abraham, they got Sasha, and they got Daryl. So me and Mike were talking, and I thought, honestly, that Daryl and all them would come to the rescue, but they might be held up a little bit with these Saviors. And honestly, I told Mike, I text Mike this too. Listen, the reason why they put this clip out there and the reason why it's Negan, I don't think it's necessarily because of the next episode or anything like that. It might be, 2 episodes down the line, or it might be very well the next episode where they introduce the Saviors. But I think they chose this particular clip instead of any other clip that has to do with what's going, the Rick and crew, because I think it's going to be pretty bloody and gruesome next episode. Because they knew that tonight's episode was shitty, man. They knew tonight's episode was shitty. They knew that it was lackluster. They knew there were a lot of people are going to talk about how disappointing it was. But since they got that clip out there, since they got this Negan clip out there, of course, everybody's going to get excited. Everybody who knows anything about Negan is going to go up to everybody who watches The Walking Dead, whether they read the comics or not, go, oh shit, Negan's on his way. Oh, you don't know who Negan is? Well, without spoiling it, let me just tell you, he's a badass. And Negan is a badass. But at tonight's episode really, and the last couple of weeks really, have just disappointed the hell out of me and makes me believe that, these writers are not, they start off strong, but what the fuck is going on now? Why do they continue to do this? Why do they continue to dip and fall when it comes to the last 3 weeks until we hit to the mid-season finale? Yeah, Walking Dead has been fantastic in some of their mid-season finales. I went back. We had Beth. Even though that whole that kind of, a lot of people could take it like that should. I was one of them that said that should have never even happened. Why would you even? It made no sense how Beth died. It was stupid. To me, it was stupid. You had Herschel getting beheaded by the governor, and his whole little siege. I think that was a mid-season finale. So this mid-season finale is definitely not one of the. It was terrible. It was terrible. But we already did a podcast on that. But this clip does make you excited, even though tonight's episode was just lackluster. But it definitely did its job because it's Negan. It's Negan. Negan by far, so far, is probably the best villain that's around. He's so charismatic. Yet, how charismatic he is, he's a force to be reckoned. Especially, he has some huge moments in The Walking Dead. So, I'm excited, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed in tonight's episode. But I guess this leads us to, I mean, Negan is going to bring a lot to the table as well. But you shouldn't have to rely on Negan to really hype you up. You should just really rely on the cast and storyline and pretty much the intensity of it all. But it is what it is. So yeah, man. I mean, it's a pretty good clip. It's a pretty good clip to get you really excited. And I wanted to do a live kind of broadcast to it because I wanted to save space on my hard drive. And why not? I have live, so why not use the live reaction and whatever live broadcasting. So I did just get this Morgan for my birthday. My birthday was this weekend. I got this today. Saturday was my birthday, but today I actually had a little family, little kind of get together and stuff. So I want to thank you, Judy, my cousin Judy. She watches The Walking Dead, which is kind of funny. Like she's such a scaredy cat. Like the trailers of Pixar and like a moment comes where it's not even scary. It happens. She gets scared. She gets scared of any little thing. She closes her eyes. She doesn't want to watch anything. Yet I ask her, okay, you get scared of anything, like any pop-ups or whatever, jump scares, but you don't watch scary movies. But how the hell did you get into The Walking Dead? And she says, I don't know. I just like it. Judy, you're crazy. But yeah, she got me this Morgan, and Morgan, what the hell are you doing, man? What the hell are you doing? So yeah, if you haven't seen my prediction, or if you haven't heard our podcast, me and Mike's podcast, I predicted that Negan. There's this one event. So spoiler warning to anybody who doesn't know anything that the comics or anything like that. From here on out, spoilers. So you've been warned. I'm just going to talk briefly because I'm going to end this pretty soon. I don't want this to go forever. I don't want this to go all long. But so you've been warned. You've been warned. So me and Mike were talking, and I predicted that Negan would. Mike believes it's going to be Glenn, and it's a real strong possibility. I mean, it looks, all signs point to Glenn, that Negan will kill Glenn. But I think Negan will kill Daryl. That's my thoughts on it. But just this whole clip alone was definitely enough to get me excited, because the Saviors are definitely definitely a hard-nosed kind of group that Rick has to face. I did like how they came in their motorcycles. I don't know if those were Harleys, but their motorcycles, kind of reminiscent of Sons of Anarchy. I love that. Probably my favorite show of all time. But you gotta say, that would have been crazy, just seeing Jax roll up there. All your stuff is Negan's now. Me and my boys are gonna take it. Like, just Jax. Jax. I would love Charlie Hunnam to be in the Walking Dead universe, but never gonna happen. I love to see Heisenberg in the Walking Dead universe as well. Walter White, aka Bryan Cranston. Love to see him in there. Jesse would be an interesting little predicament in there. So that's about it. That's all I really want to talk about. I'm getting a little tired, honestly. Got to do this Ash versus Evil Dead review. If The Walking Dead really didn't do it for you, watch Ash versus the Evil Dead. If you want just a fun, entertaining time, if you love those films, or if you like those films, I think you really enjoy that. It's on Stars, but I think Ash versus Evil Dead is really such a very entertaining show, and I guess I can see why Bruce Campbell wanted to be Negan for The Walking Dead, because he's doing the show, and a lot of people, they want to see him do that other than The Walking Dead, and I agree with that as well. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button. I mean, I work hard every single day. Hell, I got 2 jobs that now I have, so I'm gonna be working even harder to try to get out these reviews. But I enjoy, making reviews for you guys, to put my opinion out there, and I enjoy listening to your guys' opinion and what you have to say about the scene and me and clip and all that stuff. So, like the video if you like it. Like I always say, comment below. And I am Dan Mangan, your son. Until next time, till we talk more. The Walking Dead. You guys have a good night, and don't. Me and Mike are thinking about doing a podcast for Into the Badlands for tomorrow, so the Into the Badlands review won't be up tonight. I think we're going to do one tomorrow and really just talk about not only last night's episode, but overall all the episodes together and what we think, our thoughts on Into the Badlands, and why I believe that Into the Badlands is definitely a hit series for AMC. Is definitely a series to be watched. So thank you. Good night. You guys hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys have a great week. So, till next time.